Hey everybody, welcome to Gootz's Disney Pod. I know you're thinking, where's season 4? We're gonna get to season 4 in a second, but we've got some cleaning up to do. We have to go back to Walt Disney Animated Studios. They put out a new movie during quarantine, Raya and the Last Dragon. And to talk all about it with me is my guest, the first new guest in weeks, Chewy May. Chewy, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Good, I'm hanging in there. Thanks for
With a Baywatch shirt?
I'm sorry?
You're
Yeah, I'm wearing
a Baywatch?
This is an audio-only podcast, but I'm wearing a Baywatch tank top.
Sorry.
That's okay. Oh, I gotta represent. Chewy, let's get before we talk about Raya, let's talk about you. How long have you been doing stand-up?
Longest time. Since I was 19, I'm 32 now. Yeah.
So 12 years, right? No, more longer than that. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
Okay. And what got you into it? Because that's pretty young to get into stand-up.
Yeah, I think in retrospect I was too young. What got me into it was I dropped out of my first college, and then I saw on Craigslist a post for like a new talent showcase at Comics, which was no longer available.
No, no longer
And
around. That was when Andy Engel was doing them there, right?
oh yeah, no, but I did it through Rebecca Donahue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's okay. She's more normal. All right, that's cool. Hmm. And and then you played. How was comics? I never even walked inside. I wasn't allowed to walk inside because Caroline's hated them, and I was working there back then. How was comics?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know about the drama.
they consider them like their bitter rivals, even though I. So I wasn't allowed. I never went inside. Was it a nice club?
It was a nice club. Yeah, they like food and drink menu. There's like an actual green room. Um, and yeah, it was a nice club. I liked it a lot. That being my first place I ever performed probably ruined me for other shows.
Yeah,
Like, where's the
because you were
green
like,
room?
why
I
isn't
don't know.
everything this nice?
Yes. Like, where's the couches and the waiter for the green room?
Yeah, you're at Broadway Comedy Club, and they're like, "Oh, that mouse is the waiter." Sorry about that. Hey, what have you been doing stand up during the quarantine or whatever the hell we're in right now? I don't even know what part of the pandemic we're in right now.
Oh yeah. I've done Zoom shows. Like, I honestly haven't done as much as a lot of people because like a lot of the quarantine and pandemic for me has been like trying to stay sane.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't, and I like I remember first couple of Zoom shows I did. It was me like ranting and freaking out, not even doing jokes.
Okay.
But yeah, slowly getting back into it. Yeah.
Are you still in New York?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, yeah. So you're still in New York, but have you done any in person shows or not yet?
Yes, I have. First in-person show I did was at QED.
Oh, cool.
Cambry, yeah, Cambry was really good with like uh keeping it clean, keeping CDC CDC guidelines. Like when I went, there was a like a plexiglass between the stage and the audience,
Mm-hmm.
and wipes for the mic. It was nice.
Oh, awesome. All right, good. And tell me about your childhood. What was that like? Where'd you grow up?
I born and raised Brooklyn, New York. I lived in the cusp of like Sunset Park and Bay Ridge, but I went to school mainly in Bay Ridge, so it's like a lot of like a lot of white kids and me, and
And
so
Italians, right?
yes.
A lot of Italians. And were you into cartoons or Disney films as a kid?
I loved Disney films back when VHS was a thing. We had like all the classics like Aladdin. We even had like some of the Aladdin sequels. We had like Little Mermaid, like all the classics.
All the classics. What about on TV? Were there any cartoon shows we would watch?
Yeah, we had antenna TV. We did not have cable, so I watched like morning cartoons like Animaniacs. Also some cartoons that I probably didn't understand as a kid, but I liked them, like Simpsons.
Okay, Simpsons is
Um,
great. Yeah,
yeah, Animaniacs, Looney Tunes, and The Simpsons.
I didn't have. It's so funny in New York. Like nobody ever. I didn't have cable until I was 18. So like
Oh,
even now at 40, cable is still like this kind of new thing to me. Like I just finally have reached a time in my life where I've now lived more longer with cable than without it. But like it like even like when I was like in my 20s, sometimes I would come home and be like, I can't believe I have cable. You know what I mean? Like
oh
look at all these
yeah,
look at all these channels. But now every channel's so fucking bad. It's like, what does it even matter to have cable? Everything's reality shows. You know?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As an adult, I'm like Cartoon Network is actually really good. Have you seen? I'm
Oh
like,
yeah. Well,
meanwhile,
Adult Swim is great.
yeah.
Christina was the one who turned me on to so many shows on Adult Swim when we first
Oh
met.
yeah, she has a tattoo of
Master
fuck
Shake.
the yes.
Master Shake. Yeah, for the listeners of the podcast, Christina was on the famous Little Mermaid episode, so she'll be back when the remake happens. That's a whole other story. But let's get in now to this film. This was one of the movies affected by the pandemic. Raya and the Last Dragon. It was supposed to come out. It was supposed to be the big Christmas movie of 2020, and I don't think we even really had a Christmas of 2020. But they finally put it out when theaters reopened. When theaters reopened in New York City, this was one of the big movies that was like the first weekend. And yeah, I watched this morning. Before I get into my thoughts, what did you think of Ray and the Last Dragon?
I liked it. I liked it. I don't know how I feel about like the theme and the lessons behind it, but I
Okay.
liked it. They stayed. It seems like yeah, I liked it a lot.
What were your problems with some of the lessons? Because I've noticed with a lot of the new Disney films, and I don't know if you watch this, because of my podcast, I've seen all the new ones, especially the animated ones, is that the villain doesn't really tend to really be a villain. They kind of try to like make the villain not a villain anymore.
Yeah.
What they did in this film. But I also do kind of like the message of everyone just get along. Like eventually, you and your enemies will be cool. What didn't you like about the themes?
I liked that. Yeah, like letting go of grudges and everybody getting along. But like now, I'm like imagining like a kid is gonna like trust his bully and be like, I trust my bully for everything, and then keep on getting bullied with hopefully like one day.
One day we'll unite and save the dragons.
But right now, my head goes in the toilet.
Yeah. For those of you who haven't seen the movie, Raya and the Last Dragon is about this. I guess this magical. I almost feel like it's post. I almost feel like this is like after the end of the world because they're talking about dance battles. There's so many contemporary references, but it's supposed to take place. It looks like ancient China or ancient like Philippines or whatever. But
Yeah,
everyone's talking about dance battles, especially the dragon. So in my head canon, I'm like, oh, this takes place after the world ended. Like there was some sort of nuclear bomb, the dragons were awakened, and now everyone just lives in this weird land. I don't know. Did you feel like it was like post-apocalyptic, this movie? Like Mad Max?
I just feel like it was like old-timey. I felt like it was like, yeah.
It did have an old-timey feel, but they were also talking about so much modern stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's like added to like the comedy behind it, make it relatable.
So there was a time where the dragons protected the world. And then they don't. Some reason they vanish. There's this darkness enters the planet, and everything, and the world's being held together by a crystal or was it a diamond? I forget what it was, but it's a fucking
gem, like a dragon gem. The dragon.
And
gem.
Our hero Raya and her dad guard the gem. He invites all the other countries to get along, and much like Israel and Palestine, it falls apart. There's a big battle. Raya thinks she connected with this one girl, but she didn't. The girl betrays her. All the pieces get broken up. Her dad turns to stone, and now she's on a quest to find all the pieces of the gem, and she recruits a dragon. She finds Awkwafina playing a dragon, and they go to basically get the gems. There's a big fight at the end between her and the girl, and then eventually they all trust each other, and the dragon gets killed, which was shocking. What do you think about the dragon just getting shot? That was crazy, right?
It was crazy, and I forgot her name, but the villain.
Awkwafina.
Oh no. Well, Sesu
the dragon's name.
She plays Sesu, but the villain's name, I forgot the villain's name.
I'll look it up right now.
Like the lady from Fang was like, Sesu's death is also your fault too. I'm like, was it though? You held the crossbow. Was it really also her fault?
Yeah, I didn't really blame Raya for that. I thought that was weird how they all got nasty with Raya. Very victim blaming, I thought. Yeah. Saisu is the dragon, and the Namari is
Namari, yes.
Namari is the warrior princess.
She's played by Gemma Chen, who's also going to be in the new Eternals.
Yeah, which looks horrible. I don't know. I love
what?
I love Marvel, but that looks so boring. Why you're excited?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk. I want to talk about really quick about Kelly Marie Tran, which I always thought like when I first heard her name.
Kelly Marie Tran. I don't think her last name is Trans.
Oh, I always call her Tran. I thought she was a trans person who decided to make that her last name, but it's just Tran.
That's an Asian last name.
Tran. Okay. Well, Kelly Marie Tran.
Well, you thought her name was like she was like I'm trans, so my name's gonna be Trans.
Yes. Before I saw her, I thought like
her brother is Gaylord Tran.
Gaylord Trans. Like, the family's like, yeah, change your name to whatever you identify as. So like vegan, trans, Gaylord. I thought she was horrible in The Last Jedi. So I was like, she's a terrible actress. I thought she was great as Raya in this. What did you think?
I think she was great in both. I feel
I didn't like her in The Last Jedi.
But I'm not I guess because I'm not a Star Wars like fan and only saw like that. I liked her in it. I thought she was entertaining.
I thought she was really good in this movie. What'd you think of Awkwafina as the dragon?
Yeah, Awkwafina is a very like comedic actress, so like it made sense for her to play like the dragon who was supposed to be like goofy, but also like Heart of Gold.
Yeah, the dragon I thought was a little annoying. I don't know if I'm annoyed by Awkwafina or just the dragon. Have you seen a controversy about Awkwafina lately?
Yes, her that yeah. Well, she uses like black scent to get fame.
Yes, and then I saw a clip of her from Ocean's 8 or whatever the fuck, whatever the Ocean's movie is, the new one. And she really is, dude. Like she's really laying in the black scent, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of that's kind of like if a black guy just walked around doing like, oh, you'll go now, Asian accent. Like it's just really like it's just really, she really. What's your thoughts on that?
I feel like you invited me on your podcast so I could talk about Asians and me being like, yeah. You're
Well,
right. You're right.
no, I try to have representation based on the
Yeah.
movie. So I didn't want to invite like some white guy from the Midwest. But I love Raya in the Last Dragon. So I figured you're Asian. What country is your family from?
China.
China. See, you're Asian. So I figured you'd have a unique perspective on this film.
Sorry, what was your question that we done?
Oh, you're like, did you invite me on because I'm Asian? I'm like, yeah, I want to have. They always yell, you got to have representation on your podcast.
That is true.
So you're representing China.
No,
not really.
Asians. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So my question was, what do you think of the black set? You think it's like too much, or what's your opinion on people?
Definitely too much. Like, I don't like it when Aquafina does it. I don't like it when Ariana Grande does it. It's just like, it's cultural appropriation. Just trying to be like get notoriety. But yeah, it's no good.
Yeah. No, it is. She's a rapper too, right, Aquafina?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really know much about her. She was kind of like a person. Sometimes people just become famous. You're not even sure how.
But like she was like I think like a YouTube, like one of the like she came up through YouTube and was a YouTube star.
Yeah, I looked her up while watching the movie because I'm like, how did this woman become famous anyway? Like, just there's like there's people like that just like Logan Paul, like they just show up and now they're famous. And I'm like, but nobody likes them. And they're like, well, how did this person how did this happen? Like, why is this person everywhere? And she's kind of like that but she had a YouTube video blow up and then she got on Girl Code.
Oh, really? I don't know about Girl Code.
Yep, she was on Girl Code. And I think that's why I thought she was a comic. And now she has that show on Comedy Central. And now she's going to be in Shang-Chi. Are you excited for Shang-Chi?
Yes, I am excited for Shang-Chi. I had no idea. Through the pandemic, I got into the Marvel universe. I didn't know that the Mandarin of Iron Man is related to Shang-Chi. So
he's not in the comics. In the comics, his dad is known as the Yellow Claw, but they do not.
Yeah,
obviously
I see how that won't translate well nowadays.
Yeah, especially like they always try to like appeal to China because that's where the box office is, and the Yellow Claw is he's very racist. He's like a little old Asian man
with the name Yellow Claw.
But yeah, and he's literally yellow, and he has like a Fu Manchu. So that was the original storyline. The Mandarin is Iron Man's main villain in the comics. And then they didn't want to go, I guess, with like an old Asian man as the villain of Iron Man. He's supposed to be the ultimate villain of Iron Man, the Mandarin. And they got rid of that. And people got pissed because I love the Mandarin. Personally, I love the Mandarin. I really like the Mandarin. I'm glad he's going to be finally be in this movie, but I would have preferred it if he had been Iron Man's arch enemy. That's all I'm gonna. That's really how I feel about it.
But isn't there like a new Iron Man coming out? And
Ironheart, which is the young black girl who becomes Iron Man, or she takes Iron Man's armor in the comics when Iron Man goes into a coma. So there's going to be an Ironheart show. Her name is Riri Williams. But yeah, that's coming out. So, but what am I hoping about the Mandarin? But I am excited that the Mandarin. I get why you can't have Yellow Claw, and the whole thing about Shang-Chi is that he's the son of a criminal drug lord, and he becomes a good guy, which is a cool story. Like it's like he has to challenge his father and stuff. So I do like the fact that they're keeping that, and I'm cool that the Mandarin is now his dad. So
cute.
But I do wish he was also Iron Man's arch enemy. That's all. Maybe he can be Ironheart's arch enemy. We'll see. We just watch it play out. Where did you see this movie? Did you watch it on Disney Plus? Did you go to the movie theaters?
Raya?
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Oh, okay. So you didn't go to the theaters to see it. Okay. Yeah, I bought the Blu-ray because I buy all the Blu-rays, so I watched it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Blu-ray player. Yeah, I'm old school. I still believe in physical copies. What did you think? Let's run through some characters. I want to get your opinion on them. What'd you think of the little boy, the little captain?
Oh, I was like, he was cutie.
Yeah.
He was a very cute. I guess before his parents turned to stone, they taught him how to boat and cook. So like, you're a very grown up little boy. But yeah, he was cute. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, he did know a lot for someone who like was completely alone. I did like the sidekick. I like the fact that he was little when she was a little girl, then he was huge. As the bug that she rode. He wasn't little in the.
Oh yeah. The thing that she rides.
Mm-hmm. The thing that she rides was really fucking good, really fucking cool. What now? Let me ask you this. So I feel like, let me see if you agree. I feel like Disney has been like kind of tiptoeing around making an animated film about a lesbian princess or something. Like they've done it with Frozen, and when before this came out, people kind of thought Raya was gonna be gay, and they almost hint about that when she's a kid, and then they never bring it up. And then have you seen Luca?
I've not seen Luca. Wait, is
Luca?
the guitar one where his dad gives him a guitar?
No, that's Coco. Coco's great.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Coco's great.
But Luca, they kind of make it that they have to. These two boys are best friends. And they have to hide from the town that they're actually sea monsters because the town hates sea monsters and they try to kill them. So, and they get this girl that kind of comes between them, but then she finds out they're sea monsters and hides their secret. And at the end, and the whole thing about Luca, the sea monster thing, is a metaphor for being gay. But sorry about that. What's your feeling? Do you think Disney should have like an out and out gay lead in one of the animated films, or what do you think?
Yeah, like that'd be nice to see. That'd be definitely nice to see. I don't know if you ever watched the show Once Upon a Time.
I've never seen that show, but I heard things about it. I know it's on Disney Plus.
Oh, where they take fairy tales and make them into like modern stories, and then they actually made Mulan gay.
Oh, Mulan's gay in that. I didn't know that.
Mulan is gay in Once Upon a Time, and they made her love Little Red Riding Hood, but Little Red Riding Hood is an adult, so it's not like they made her a pedophile and a lesbian. No, she's an adult. They're adults.
Yeah, so weird. Nobody talks about that show anymore, and they like brought in like every Disney character. How was that show? Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it. It's definitely hard to get into because it's very like corny, cheesy, like fairy tale lines in the beginning, but like the plot itself is nice because you see like a lot of they humanize the villains. The evil queen becomes good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I know like something like I created Lost created that show.
The guy who created Lost created it?
Well, one of the producers of Lost created that show.
Oh.
I heard the first season was very, very much like Lost with this like flashbacks and stuff like that. And then I want to sit down and watch it one day, but like, I guess I'll wait till the next like massive lockdown to watch it.
Yeah.
Because I know it's like one of those corny like
it is
soap
corny
opera style shows. Yeah, but I kind of like to watch. Sometimes I like to have those shows on in the background while I'm doing stuff. So
yeah,
like So going back to Raya, the themes of the movie, I do admire them. Like everyone should come together, make peace with your enemies. I do kind of wish it had a little bit more action. I didn't really think it had enough action in the movie. I do wanted to. I don't know. I just want a little bit more action. What did you think?
Yeah, I think that too. Like I first time I saw it was like beginning of pandemic, and then I rewatched it again last night. More action would have definitely been good. But it's weird because like since the main villain is like a dark cloud, then you just have to show like a gem to it to make it go away.
That's why I kind of wish the girl was a little bit more evil. Her rival. I know like that's not what they're going for. They're going for that everyone should come together, but I would like to be like everyone should come together, but her. Let's kill her, and then they fight. Although I think a lot of things with Disney, I think, are to appease the people on Tumblr. And I guarantee you, do you go to Tumblr?
No.
Okay, Tumblr is basically the only because they can't do porn on it anymore. Just like OnlyFans yesterday, it's a whole other topic. Tumblr basically exists to like ship cartoon characters together. Do you know what shipping is?
Ship cartoon characters together? No.
like what if, okay, like for example, like what if like Mulan fucked Cinderella, or what if
Oh, I see.
the Beast and Ariel fucked, or what if? So I feel like on Tumblr there's probably a ton of fan fiction where Raya and her rival Gemma Chan are fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a children's cartoon. Okay.
Yeah, people are very horny. You know, it's so funny because like when Lola Bunny lost her tits, people are like, "Oh, what are you horny over cartoon characters?" It's like just go to Tumblr, and all people do is write like erotic fan fiction about cartoon characters. You
Or
know
like
about
how
that?
old? Yeah, I can see that because like yeah, on Pornhub, there's like people recreate cartoons with
Mm-hmm.
tits and vaginas and dicks, but like I guess like with Raya, I guess like how old are they in the movie at the end?
They're kind of vague how old Ray is. I'm gonna go with her probably being like 16 to 18.
Yeah.
You know, like because she was little at the beginning, but she wasn't like she was kind of like like I would say
I mean,
10.
yeah, she was old enough to be like a labeled a guardian, and then on
Yeah,
her
and kind
first
of like
day, she let somebody
kind of
in.
have friends go off on her own. So like yeah, so she
Yeah.
had to be at least like 10, 11. So she has to be like 17, 18. So I guess that's the appropriate age to like write fan fiction where they're fucking each other.
Like, okay.
I
As
feel like
long
they
as
almost kind of
consensual.
the reason why I bring it, I feel like they kind of court that Disney because if they fucking hated each other and like they wound up killing, well, if they killed Raya, that would have been weird. But Raya wound up killing her. She wound up dying because they couldn't have that kind. They couldn't flirt with that kind of relationship for the fans on social media. Sorry about my cat. For the
It's all
fans
good.
on social media. So I kind of feel like they flirt with that, but I wish they would go all the way. Like I wish, like if
They're
I
just straight
rewrote
up
this,
banging on Disney.
not banging, but I wish like they had Rhea be like, "Oh, I'm in love with her, and she betrayed me," and the other girl being like, "I was in love with her too, but fuck her, I want my gem." And I think that would appeal. I think that would appeal to a lot of people. I think people want to see that story when it
Yeah,
comes to
that's
Disney heroines. If they're not going to murder each other, which is what either I think they should fight to the death or they should fuck. But pick
yeah.
a
In
lane.
a
Don't do
children's
just.
movie, they should fight to the death or fuck.
That's how I take all my relationships. We're either fucking or fighting to the death. So, right? That's how you approach all your relationships too, right?
Yeah, yeah, but like if my niece like if I want to show a movie to my niece, I'm gonna be like, watch out, it's a really good fuck scene.
No, that's like they fuck on camera, but they're like together at the end. They're like, let's date.
Yeah, like romantic, like
Yeah,
Princess Charming or something.
yeah, they did. I mean, Cinderella and Prince Charming didn't fuck, or Prince whatever the fuck that, but they got together.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
The Beast
Yeah.
and Belle, I mean, they might have fucked. Who knows? They were weird,
Mm, yeah.
but they got together. What's your favorite Disney film?
I guess. Oh, I don't know. I didn't really think about my favorite Disney film. I remember like I used to get hyped over Mulan when I was younger because
Mhm.
it was just like Asians. And then I saw Donny Osmond sing the song on like the Today Show, and I was like, what?
Oh yeah, he's not Asian. Well, Donny Osmond's only the voice for the singing because the actor couldn't sing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Donny Osmond's not the voice of him. Yeah, no, he's only the singing voice. And in the Chinese version, Jackie Chan is the voice, and he sings the song too.
Yeah, Jackie Chan can act and sing.
Yeah, yeah. He actually. Have you ever heard his version of the song?
No.
Oh, it's really good. So on YouTube, there's you can. Oh no, also on the Mulan DVD, the Jackie Chan music video is on it, and he's really good singing the song. But then someone on YouTube did a mashup of Donny Osmond and Jackie Chan singing the song. Now remember, Jackie Chan sings in Chinese or Mandarin, or I don't know. You'll know. And sorry, I didn't mean it like that. You'll know. One of them.
You know all the Asians.
You know what and Donny Osmond sings in English, but they mash it up, and it's really fucking good. You got to check it out. It's such a good mashup of those two. You know, so if you ever wanted to hear Donny Osmond and Jackie Chan sing together,
That'd be cool.
my dream when I was a kid. I was like, that's all I want. Did you see the new Mulan, by the way?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
No.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was horrible. I thought it was unwatchable.
Like I was like, this has to be written not by Asian person. And then I looked online, I'm like, yep, it's not written by any Asian person. And I was surprised that the Emperor was Jet Li.
Well, doesn't Jet Li look old as fuck?
He does. I was like that. She has like such a minimal role and was looking like old. I was like, all right.
Yeah, he was. I think like I brought this up because I did Mulan with Mike Racine. It's so funny. Have you ever met Mike Racine or know him?
Yes.
His
He has
favorite
a baby.
What?
Because he has a baby.
He has a baby now, but his favorite movie is Mulan, and he works out to be a man, and he actually enjoyed the remake, and I was like, you're out of your fucking mind. It's one thing to like the Mulan cartoon, but this is horrible. But I think back to Jet Li, I think he got really sick, like, and he got so sick it aged him.
Yeah. I don't know, like, because growing up, when people were like, who would win a fight, Jet Li or Jackie Chan? I would always say, like, Jet Li. But yeah,
Jet Li
wow.
is badass. I mean, he banged Aaliyah in theory in the movie. Did he bang Aaliyah? I never even saw that.
All about banging with you. Can't be like a good time.
Hey, listen.
Killing or banging.
Killing or banging, those are the two options in every relationship. You either kill or you bang. I mean, let me see. I wanted to bring up a few more things about this film. I kind of feel like this movie came and went. I don't know if it's because it came out during the pandemic. I don't see any merchandise. I never hear any. Not that I go asking kids, hey, but I don't see any kids with like Raya stuff. I don't see any Raya stuff in toy stores or Target.
Yeah. Where you love to hang out is toy stores and where the kids are and talk about killing.
I have toys.
Okay. Yes.
So sorry, I apologize. Listen, Chewy. You've been at my house though. You know about all my toys. Have you been?
I'm just, I've been to your house. We what party was it? It was some party. Yeah.
And also my Halloween party that you came to. But also I think Christina had you over one night, like just to have you over when I was.
Oh yeah, because we were watching 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah. So yes, you've been here. So you've seen the toys.
Yeah, I was picking fun of you for the listeners.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Yeah, I don't want these listeners thinking I'm some pedophile with a Disney podcast at 40. I mean, I'm just a regular file. I'm just a file. I'm not a pedo. That's actually a funny bit. I'm just a file. All right. I like Raya fucking this other one.
I mean, Gemma Chen is also hot. The actress.
No, she's hot. I'm just not looking forward to that movie. Nothing against her. She's hot. What?
It's funny.
I'm just not looking forward to Eternals, but she's pretty hot. Sandra Oh was the warrior princess. She was pretty good. Her voice work is pretty good because she's not good in Grey's Anatomy. I'm watching that for a podcast right now. That's pretty.
Oh yeah.
You watch Grey's Anatomy?
Well, I watched. No, I only watched the season where one of the doctors came out as a lesbian. I forgot the doctor's name, but she's played by
Callie something.
Yeah. Hmm. That was like the only season I watched. Sandra Oh's character, I remember in Grey's Anatomy, annoyed me.
Very unlikable character.
Yes, because she's like very like, I'm stern. I only focus on medicine, and her love interest was like abusive to her, but she stayed.
Was it the black guy or the British guy?
The redhead dude.
Okay, yeah, he's British.
Oh yeah, the actor's British.
I think. I haven't watched. I'm only on season 1, but I remember like seeing clips of the guy, and he sounded British. Maybe he's not British.
But he's not British in the show.
Oh, he's not.
There was like a scene where he had PTSD and was like strangling Sandra Oh, and then she's like, "I'm staying with him," and then I was like, "Okay."
Wait, he strangled her?
In the episode, yeah, because he was going through PTSD.
I always pictured him being like, "Blimey, I got to work. I got to do surgery." I guess I must have dreamt that. I don't know. Blimey, crikey.
So you think like when he is introduced in the show, he's going to have tea and crumpets and he's like with a bolo hat, like I don't know. Well, a spot of tea. You got cancer.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know. I guess he's not. What is he? Hold on. I'm looking up this actor now. What's
the actor might. The character does not.
Hold on. Wait. I gotta see this. What's this guy's name?
I forgot. I think he also stayed on after Sandra Oh left. So
he did. So what does he choke Gray now? I like
Or
that we
maybe-
pause this podcast to see if this guy's British or not. We're like, wait a minute. Oh, he's not British. No, he was a U.S. Army trauma surgeon. Oh,
Yes.
that's kind of bullshit. He's still on the show. And he does have PTSD.
Yes. Because one of the scenes he gets triggered and starts strangling Sandra.
Hold on, is this guy? He's Scottish. Aha! I knew it. He is Scottish. So I don't know if he's Scott. He's okay. So that's I knew he was something. Oh, so he's eating haggis.
He's one of them to be cartoon characters in the show.
What?
He's one of them to be like cartoony.
Oh, he's like just like Groundskeeper's Willie. I gotta keep this person alive. Get me more booze. I just made Grey's Anatomy 20 times better.
Yes, you should. I don't know if the show is still on, but yeah,
no,
that
could
be in your writing packet.
It's never ending.
It's still on?
Yeah, it's gonna be Grey's Anatomy.
What season are they now?
And we're gonna be in our 80s. Hey, speaking of pedophiles, how about that Horatio Sands? That guy.
Oh, yeah. I didn't really read into it. I just saw like a headline and then moved on. But yeah, that's terrible.
Read into it. It's really creepy. Do you miss the Creek in the Cave? That's where I used to always see you.
Oh, I did miss Creek in the Cave. Yeah, that was definitely a fun hang. I've been to Austin, but mainly to visit family. But maybe next time I'm in Austin, I will definitely check out Creek in the Cave.
Yeah, well, now they're doing big things. They got Joe Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe and I don't know, fucking
all the problematics.
Donald Trump is holding a rally there with everyone's there. Not like the New York Club where it was just me, you, and Christina yelling at us.
It was us eating burritos and doing comedy.
Yeah, or eating nachos. Yeah. So would you recommend people show Raya to little kids, or what do you think?
Yeah. It's good. Definitely with the disclaimer of trust people, but with don't just if you're tasked to guard a gem, don't just be like, hey, look at this gem. It's supposed to be guarding it. Come over and look at it.
I'll tell you this much. I would Raya should make up with that girl, but I would never trust her ever again. I would be like, keep her at arm's length. All right, we can work on this peace treaty together, but I'm not gonna get coffee with you because that bitch betrayed her for fucking 17 years or some shit in that movie. So forgive people, but also keep them at arm's length because people like that will turn on you again.
Yes, she held a crossbow at a dragon.
Yeah, she crossbowed the dragon. So how can
Oh,
you know what I thought was the best scene? Where they're going over their plans to steal her gem, Gemma Chan. And Aquafina, the dragon, was like, what if I just give her a present? And they show it. And she's like, I've been waiting for someone to give you a present. Let's be best friends. That scene actually had me laughing. And I didn't laugh at really, this movie tried to be funny a lot of times and it failed. That scene had me on the floor. Did you enjoy that scene?
I enjoyed the scene. Because yes, Sesu is supposed to be every place where they had to steal a gem. She was like, let's just give them a present and talk to them.
Yeah, I do kind of like the fact that the dragon was like that. I don't know why I thought the dragon would be when I saw the poster, I thought the dragon was going to train Raya, and Raya had to protect the dragon while they're training, and the dragons. But I like the fact the dragon was kind of goofy. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than the Game of Thrones dragons. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Oh, I actually binged Game of Thrones during pandemic. I'd never seen Game of Thrones before the pandemic.
Oh, how bad did you like the ending? The ending ruins the show for me, I feel.
The ending, it could have ended better. I wasn't completely mad at it, but
they should have had the Scottish guy from Game of Thrones come through goodness, hey everyone, laddies. Hello. I don't know. Now I have this guy running around with a bagpipe. I'll fix it. Anyway, sorry. I don't know why this is so funny to me. Whatever. Fuck white people, right? I don't know. Hey, Chewy, where can people find you on social media?
Oh, sure. I'm on Chewy May on Instagram and Chewy Comedy on Twitter. So just look for one of those and chewycomedy.com.
Okay, great. Guys, thank you so much for listening today. This was the Adam for season 1. And when the other Disney films come out, we'll be doing more Adams with more new comics. If you enjoyed this, I've covered every Disney animated film from Snow White to Frozen 2. This is adding. Next week, we're going to take on the new Pixar quarantine film, Luca and Caitlin Reese. Do you know Caitlin Reese?
Yes.
Very funny. I just became friends with her. She's really funny, really cool.
Ooh.
She will be covering Luca next week, and then in 2 weeks we're gonna start the Spider-Man season. We're gonna do all the Spider-Man films.
Spider-Man. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, well, Disney. This is the way I look at it. Yeah, I know Disney didn't make those Spider-Man films, but Disney owns.
Oh yeah, how do you
Spider-Man
find
films.
the Spider-Man films? Because I was trying to find them.
They're you can rent them on like Amazon. I don't know if there's any place for them to stream. They're not on Disney Plus because Sony owns them.
Yeah.
But you can like rent them on Amazon if you want.
Yeah.
And I have the DVDs, of course, because I'm Gootz. But
because like No Way Home is coming in.
Yeah,
Christmas?
that's why I'm doing a Spider-Man season. Yeah, it's coming out in And do you have Stars? Do you have cable?
No, I just have like streaming services.
Okay, so yeah, so you can rent the films if you want to see them, or you can just go buy the DVD set and just watch them all at once. Because you've never seen the Tobey Maguire ones or the Andrew Garfield ones.
Oh, I've seen the Tobey Maguire ones. I did not see the Andrew Maguire.
Andrew Garfield.
Garfield. But I've seen the Tom Holland. Only one of them. I did not see wait, was it Far From Home yet?
Far From Home. Yo, you gotta see that. That follows up on the game. That's a good one. But yeah, we're gonna cover all those in 2 weeks. So please subscribe to the podcast, Gootz's Disney Pod. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, Ray Gootz, and follow the podcast on Instagram. I don't update the Twitter anymore. I hate Twitter. Everyone there should burn in hell. Follow me on Instagram, Gootz's Disney Pod. And yeah, we'll be back next week. Luca with Caitlin Reese. Chewy, thank you so much. No, we know each other for years. It's great to finally sit down and talk to you about either a murder or banging. It was great. Great talk, especially because it's a kid's movie. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. I really appreciate your time. And you were a great guest.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. And thank you guys. We'll see you next week for Luca.
Yes.